take you to the piano now and show you how a modern composer today composes a modern song hit. He will have on the piano a batch of music, some old, some new, all kinds of music, a pair of scissors, and some glue in a big bowl like this. And now, I would like to show you how to compose a song hit, we hope, in a jiffy. Let us take, for instance, Brahms on top here. Johannes Brahms, J. Brahms. There's a lively one. Ah, that's too slow. Tchaikovsky, Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky. This is something. That's a little too dangerous. Now, Schubert, Franz Schubert, the wonderful composer. He was a very poor composer. He wasn't a poor composer, he was a poor man. He was a fine composer, and here's his serenade. Well, I always have my glasses with me. You see, these are very lovely glasses. They're cut here, like Benjamin Franklin's, because I don't need glasses, so I can see over them when I look at them. But for now, I can get along without them anyway. That's a lovely theme, and nobody will know that. So we will cut out a little of this. That'll never be popular. You know, make it so that nobody will recognize it. Fine. Now we have a little glue here. Now, for our next addition, a little Debussy, Claude Debussy, the French composer by the same name. Claude Debussy, unfortunately, is dead, as you probably have heard. And I sincerely hope he is, because they buried him quite a few years ago. According to Ed Sullivan's column, of course. Incidentally, that also happened to Mrs. Debussy. I'm sorry. The whole family gone. They were lovely people, fine people, but that's the way it goes. Well, I don't care. I have my own problems. I didn't even know them. But I happen to know a couple who live here in New York, an elderly couple who knew them very, very well. They were very close to them like this, and they've known them for years. And they have told me all about it. It's very interesting to hear people sit and talk about such greatness being so far remote from them, and they really knew them well. Lovely. They hated them. Now we have a little Shostakovich. Shostakovich. Just a moment. We'll find it. Now here's a little Mozart, the greatest of them all. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Before I play this, I would like to show you a collector's item I have here. Very few people, which is the same as many few people. We'll get into French in a minute. Envy me this little collection. This, ladies and gentlemen, in this little box is the first note that Wolfgang Mozart ever wrote in his life. Isn't that the cutest thing? Can you see it? Well, it doesn't matter. It's here anyway. And this is a B. Think of that, that little cute Mozart. This is the first note he ever wrote. And here I have, in the other hand, or now in the same hand, the last note Mozart wrote after 30 years in composing. Isn't that something? I'm thrilled with these two things. The second note is a C. And this is the last Mozart ever wrote. In other words, I have from his first note to his last note. Actually, I don't think he went very far, do you?